Hey, Arc of New Jersey, it's Matthew Locascio back with another weekly edition of helpful health tips and exercises for you guys. As you can see here, I'm not in my normal setting. I'm actually down in North Carolina, where if you didn't know, the weather can go from literally 80 degrees to 35 in one day. It was tropically sunny. I was outside with a t-shirt on, shorts on the other day, and today I'm looking at snow on the ground. So if I sound a little nasally, don't worry. It's okay. I've avoided the COVID so far. It's actually just because of the weather change. I hope you're all doing awesome up in New Jersey. I'll be back up there tomorrow. I'm sure it's much colder there than I'm complaining about here. I thought today would be a good opportunity with this ottoman behind me here to go over some things you could do either on the edge of a couch, a chair, or an ottoman just like this. So, anything that's secure to the ground that you don't have to worry about moving or that's going to move on you. We can use, I know I use when I go to clients' houses as part of our exercise tool. So I'm going to show you a few different things you can do today. Again, it provides a safety and security of, a piece of furniture in your house that you don't have to worry about, it moving on you or becoming dangerous. So, as always with any of these exercises, guys, just please remember that if you don't feel comfortable doing it, if you're not sure if you're safe doing it, do not do it. If you have any questions about it, that's what we're here for. Remember, we're here to help you guys be able to exercise, be able to live a healthy life in a safe manner. So please contact us, 908-875-3241. info@InHomeTrainerMatt is the email, or through InHomeTrainerMatt.com. The website, you can reach us through the contact portal. Either way, if you have any questions about these exercises or anything we do on the Friday classes, as always, guys, I know I remind you every one of these videos, but it is important. Contact us first, make sure you're doing it correctly. And till you're sure, don't do it if you don't feel safe or secure. So the first thing we're going to do, and I'm going to show you facing this way so that I'm facing you on camera, but you can do this from any direction you want to, as long as you're sure your butt's going to land on this cushion here behind you. So again, remember, if you don't have an ottoman, this couch behind me, I could use this as well, just for video purposes. The ottoman here is much easier. So what we're going to do is we're just going to sit, take a deep breath out, stand up. Stand up, pin those shoulder blades back in together. Again, sit, and when you sit, you want to sit with good posture. You don't want to sit and lean back. You don't want to sit and be leaning forward like this. When you sit down, you want to sit in a controlled manner, and you want to sit as if you're sitting at a restaurant, right? Like on your best formal behavior, so to speak. You want to keep your posture correct, shoulders pinned back, and again, we're just going to now stand up, breathe out, make sure you tighten your abs and your butt. When you breathe out, that's going to protect your lower back as you do this exercise. This is to help strengthen the legs and the lower back, but we can't do that unless you're engaging the core and the butt. So again, some people, it's easier if they cross their arms here. So I'll show you like that. Breathe in. Breathe out. It's tough for your trainer here to do the breathe in part currently with a stuffy nose, but pretend like I was. So you want to breathe in through the nose as you come down. Again, breathe out and come up. If you want to add a little extra oomph to it, and as always, I got to remember not to hit the ceiling fan when I'm here in North Carolina. As you come up, you can raise the arms up, and that makes it tougher. So breathe in, breathe out, and raise the arms up. Again, it just puts a little more a little more target area onto your core while you do this exercise to make it even more difficult. And I wouldn't advise doing this until you've done the normal way a few different times, and you feel comfortable doing this. You can raise the hands up right from the start, keep them up the entire time. And again, it just puts a little more onus on the legs and on the core area while you do the exercise. The higher you put the arms, I didn't put them too high here because I didn't want to hit the fan. The higher you put them, the tougher the exercise is. Again, and even more importantly, when you're doing it that way, breathe in on the way down, out on the way up. If you're not tightening that core, if you're not tightening the butt, you're going to end up straining something. So just keep that in mind when you do that exercise. But if you do it right, it is great for the legs. It is great for the lower back. Another one, an upper body one we can do on here are dips. And I'll show you different angles. I'll show you from this way, and then I'll show you looking forward here. So dips, if you remember, you put your hands on the edge of something. Now, if it's a wooden item or something like that, sometimes it's easier because you can really grab the edge. You just got to make sure, like the last exercise, that it's something secure, because if it moves, you're going to end up hurting yourself doing this. So you got to make sure it stays in place. So here I'm putting my hands on the edge of the cushion, and I'm going to bring my feet out as far as I feel comfortable. The further I bring them out, the tougher this exercise is. So I'm going to leave them in to start. Knees are bent, and I'm bending at the elbow, dropping down and coming up. Dropping down, coming up. Like so. So as my sweatshirt goes a little too far up there, what you want to do when you do this exercise, guys, is just bend right at the elbow. So you don't want to go out so far that you're bringing all your arm into this. You really, really, really do want to. I'm going to have to bring my pants up to my belly button over here. My hoodie seems to have shrunk 3 sizes, or thanks to the holidays, I've grown 3 sizes. But as you go out, if you've got to put more arm into it, you've gone too far. So just bring the legs out. There you go. That's better. Bending right at the elbow, coming up. Right at the elbow, coming up. Again, if that feels too easy, you can bring the legs out. You can go even straight with them like this. But remember, it's going to be harder. It's a lot more on your upper body, on your shoulders. So if you don't feel comfortable doing it even the normal way, there's no sense in bringing the legs out further. The more you keep them in, the more controlled it is. The further out they are, the tougher it is. So again, here, if I'm going all the way out, notice how much strain. You can see it in my upper body, and my face is probably turning red. But if I keep my legs in more, I'm able to control. I'm able to kind of use my legs as balance while I go down and do this exercise. So here's with them in. And again, breathing in, out on the way up. In, out on the way up. So gauge that, guys. Again, that's one where you probably want to start with your feet in. And then as you get better at it, move the feet out, and it'll become a tougher exercise, and you'll have to focus more on the control. But you're always bending at the elbows. You don't ever want to use any other part of your body there to be pushing up. Otherwise, you're not working the right muscles, which is the triceps and the chest. You'll end up working your neck and your shoulders. We don't want that with that exercise. Another exercise you can do from a cushion, let's work the abs a little bit, huh? Why not? We're here. So, 2 different ways you can do this. You can get yourself all the way up on said couch or cushion. Here I am with the ottoman. And you can just lean back and let the couch cushion kind of be your protector of your lower back. So you're leaning back, breathe out, and crunch up. Slowly lean back, breathe out, and crunch up. Now, if that's super easy for you, again, you can make this harder, but be careful because it can get dangerous if you're not ready for it. And that's leaning the feet off the edge, coming back, and crunching up, because now your legs cannot help in the exercise. They're concentrated on balancing in the air while you're doing this, and you're going to put a lot more stress and tension on the abs here. So we want to make sure if you're doing that way that you're strong enough and you have enough control. So make sure to start with the feet on the cushion and just go back to where you feel comfortable. Make sure you got enough room to do this. And then from there, you can progress to having your legs off the couch or off the ottoman cushion. Again, guys, just small range of motion with that. Notice even when I have my legs off, I'm only going back a little bit. Coming up, it's a very small breathe in. Breathe out. Very short. We're going from here to here, here to here. Very small movement. That way we keep the back in control. We're not using those back muscles. We're primarily using the abs there, which is what we want to do. Finally here, guys, do I have enough time? I do. Okay, one more real quick. Another upper body exercise. Incline push-ups. So again, whether it's the edge of the couch, ottoman, chair, whatever, just make sure it can support your body weight because you're pushing against it. So if it moves, if it's possible it can move, it's going to move in this exercise. So make sure, do a test run before you do this exercise. Make sure that, whatever you're using is not going to budge. In this case, the couch is up against the wall, can't really go anywhere. Same as the ottoman, it's up against the couch. You got to make sure, otherwise you're going to end up hurting yourself. So, edge of the cushion right here. I'm going to move my feet back, and we're just going to bring ourselves in and push up, just like a normal push-up. We want to put our hands shoulder width apart. It's a little easier than doing flat on the ground. It's a great way, much like knee push-ups, a beginner way to get into doing normal push-ups on the ground. Incline is just a little easier, provides a little security and kind of takes away a little the body weight that you're pushing against. So again, I would start hands normal distance out. So if you see me right here, this far out, and I'm putting them right near the edge here. Okay, and again, if you have a hard surface, it's probably better you want to put it in a not so cushiony spot so that your wrists don't sink in. Legs back. And just go to where you feel comfortable. Okay, so if you have to do this, you can even do from a knee position. If you don't feel comfortable on your feet, you can start on your knees like so and just bring your legs and your butt back. And even start like that and get used to the motion, used to the angle of the incline, and then work your way up to doing it on your feet. Also, if you're wearing socks, make sure you're on a rug, as I just did and should have warned about in advance. Socks on a hardwood floor while doing that don't work because you're going to slip back. So either do it with sneakers on, do it barefoot, or if you're wearing socks doing this, make sure you're on a rug so that you don't slip, your lower body doesn't slip out. So there's 4 exercises for you. I don't know how I was going to pull this chair out, Ark. Maybe I was going to sit and do a couple chair spinnies for you guys. Oh my God. I'm a little white from that. Great exercises. Make sure to try them out, Ark. If you have any questions, please contact us. 908-875-3241. info@inhometrainermatt.com. inhometrainermatt.com is the website. You can contact us through the contact portal. I got to go catch my breath now. Try those out. Just make sure you're comfortable and secure doing them. Call us, contact us if you have any questions. I'll apparently still be catching my breath. Breathing through my mouth instead of my nose, much tougher, Ark. I'll see you guys 2 Fridays from now. Have a great day, Ark in New Jersey. Thank you. Happy New Year, guys.